Today we are about to start the chapter number 11, that is about the measurement of variables. Okay, you remember when we talked about the hypothetical relative method, we talked about defining measures. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Defining measures. So measures are very, very important. Without measures, you can never calibrate, or you can never get to know the results of your hypothesis. So whenever there are variables, there are measures. Okay? So there are different kinds of variables which require different kind of measurement. So in this chapter we will be studying how measurement is effective and convincingly a very interesting concept. So I want you to have your 100% attention so that you get to know what are the variables and what are the measures. Okay. In this topic, we will be discussing about how variables are measured. How variables are measured. And write it down. The exercise 11.1 you are supposed to complete after this topic. So we will be having a little break for a few minutes for exercise 11.1. So remember, you have to complete this exercise. Teaching strategy would be, I will be asking you before introducing any concept, and you can discuss any question, any concept in a group when there is a need, and we will be solving problem like exercise 11.1. Significance is testing of hypothesis not possible without understanding the variables and their measurements. Home assignment is, write it down, the home assignment of this, a discussion question number 3. Discussion question number 3. Discussion question number 3. Okay, next. So what is measurement? Measurement is the assignment of numbers or other symbols to characteristics or attributes of objects according to a pre-specified set of rules. So when we talk about the characteristic of objects to a pre-specified set of rules, characteristics of objects are basically a variable. Variables are the characteristic of any object. Like I already mentioned before, what are variables? Variables are characteristics, attributes. So you need to specify the rule that how you will be measuring the characteristic of any concept, any object. Unless the variables are measured in some way, we will not be able to find answer to our research question. So research questions is directly dependent on the hypothesis you develop, and the hypothesis can only be measured through the characteristic and through measurement. To be able to measure, you need an object and attributes of the object, but you also need a judge. Very interesting. What does that mean? It means if there is any object like organization is an object. Okay. And when we try to learn about the organization, so we talk about the organization performance, organization behavior. Okay. And when we talk about the organization behavior, we can get an idea about the organization behavior through its people, through its culture, through its practices. So you see, these practices can be judged by the employees, can be judged by the top management. So these are called the judge. Write it down. One is the object, other is the attribute, and the third one is the judge. You need to understand the three important concepts. First is the object, which you are studying, in which you are interested to know more. So you go with the characteristics, attributes. And the last is the judge. Judge is the one who give you an idea about the characteristic. Okay? For example, I am an object. My characteristic is lecture quality or delivery quality of a lecture, and you are the judge. You are the judge. So this is the concept. That's how you collect the data. Okay? So there is always, every attribute has an object. And every attribute has to be measured by the judge. So researcher collect the data from the judge. It's very, very important to understand. So usually in researches, the respondents are the judge. So whenever we talk about the respondent, we can also call them as a judge. In many cases, the object and the judge are the same person. So that can also happen. The object and the judge can be the same person. Any example is coming into your mind?
Like a mother, she's an object and also judge according to his children's activities.
Yes. बिल्कुल सही. Next. People's subjective feelings, attitudes and perceptions are more difficult to measure. And now we need to understand there are different kind of variables. The variables which show the emotions like happiness, the perception about anything, about shopping, about impulse buying, about learning or anything. There is an attitude which is also connected. There is a feeling. So subjective feelings, attitudes and perceptions are more difficult to measure. So it cannot be measured by a single question. For example, if I ask you, how happy are you? So can you tell me how happy are you? Can you tell me how happy are you? You cannot tell. He cannot tell by a single answer. This is very difficult. It is very, very difficult. So what do? We throw multiple questions to a respondent so that we get to know that how happy he is. So you see the emotions, the perceptions, the attitudes, it has to be measured with multiple questions, and that are called items. Write it down. That are called items. Items. Yes. These subjective feelings, attitudes and perceptions can be measured by multiple items. Feelings, attitude, perceptions has to be measured with items. जी वो वाला आइटम नहीं जी नहीं वो तो आइटम होता है भाई. आप तो बहुत अग्रेसिव हो गए. नहीं हम आइटम है, खाने पीने के आइटम बोलिए. Okay, let's move ahead. There are at least two types of variables. So there are different kind of variables we need to understand. One kind of a variable can easily judged. For example, if I may ask you, what is your age? What is your gender? So I don't need to ask you multiple questions to get the information. Do I need? No. This kind of variable is called objective variable. Write it down. Objective variable. The age, gender, objective variable. Age, gender, thirst, marital status, number of hours you work, organization you work. Got it? Okay. Let's move ahead. The other is more nebulous. Nebulous means the one who is abstract, which is not the single one. It is an abstract concept, general one. The other is more general and does not lend itself to accurate measurement because of its abstract and subjective nature. That is need for cognition and achievement motivation. So these are the two variables, and you can take multiple variables as well. Most of the variables are basically the subjective variables. So we get to know about them with the multiple items. So the subjective nature of the variable tells you that you need to measure not by a single item but multiple items. Got it? Is there any question?
So need for cognition and achievement will fall under subjective as well?
Yes. Organization performance, employee performance,
Employee satisfaction, employee performance.
any characteristic. Most of the characteristics are basically subjective. Next. Okay, let's learn about the objects. First, first is the companies, second is bicycles, third is elephant, fourth is restaurants, fifth is shampoo, and sixth is yogurt. So these are the objects. I'm just giving you a few minutes, and I want to know that what are the attributes which can be measured and who can be the judge of these objects. Yes. Person? Where is person? हाँ ऑब्जेक्ट है. मैं क्या हूँ? ऑब्जेक्ट हूँ. आप क्या हैं? ऑब्जेक्ट है. ग्लासेस क्या हैं? ऑब्जेक्ट है. नहीं समझे? हाँ, जो एक्शन है दैट इज द एट्रीब्यूट. जी. Action performance is not dependent with the object. Object is the one which is a noun actually, and which is not a characteristic, which is telling you about the entity. For example, organization. ठीक है. Hamza, camera, projector, board, entities. They are entities. They are no characteristics. Yes. Board, smoothness, characteristic. That is a variable. Camera, quality. Projector, throughput. What is the throughput? Judge is the one who tells you about it. For example, when we talk about the company as an object, so what can be the attribute related to company?
Performance.
Very good.
And judgment with the employees.
Very good. Pay attention. So, who can give you the data about it? Employees. Simple, employees. The second one is the bicycle.
It's an object.
These all are objects. So tell me, what are the attributes of it?
Fitness.
Bicycle fitness?
Bicycle smoothness.
Very good. Ji? Cost effectiveness. Cost effectiveness, weight. Very good. Excellent. So who can be the judge? Customer. The one who ride a bicycle. The one who rides a bicycle. Not everyone. Not everyone does that.
Basically
Cyclist. Yes?
I was just saying the one who is using.
Yes. Anyone who is using. User. ठीक है? Am I clear to everyone? नहीं. The one who uses it. The one is user. Consumer. Because there are many people who cannot ride a bicycle, but they are selling it. One of the person I met, he used to ride a boat most of the time. You know, his responsibility to ride a boat for others. And for 20 years he moved boat from one place to another in the river in Bangladesh, but he never knew how to swim. How to swim? He never knew how to swim. Yes, it's a true case. So he shared that once it happened that there was so much, the water was very aggressive. So I was very afraid. Everyone was saying that it is very easy for you because you ride a boat. But I was very scared in my heart that I do not know how to swim. So what does that mean? It means the one who is selling the bicycle never means that he can ride a bicycle. Yes, he can be a better seller if he knows how to ride a bicycle. Anyway, bicycle is a very touchy subject for me. Elephant.
Sir, peaceful.
Yes?
Peaceful होता है.
Elephant peaceful होते हैं? Oh.
जब तक वो छेड़ेंगे. छेड़ोगे तो फिर वो छिड़ जाता है.
सही है.
फिर खाना उसी के लिए.
आई थिंक इन्होंने छेड़ा है. चलें, अच्छी बात नहीं, किसी जानवर को भी तंग नहीं करना चाहिए. इट्स वेरी बैड. हाँ, इंसानों को, जानवरों को नहीं, जागते हुए इंसान को भी नहीं करना. एनीवे, तो एलिफेंट, हाउ, what are the characteristics anyone would be interested to know about elephant? Yes? Friendly, yes. Good. Color? Yes, can be color. Sorry? Teeth. Achha. Expensive teeth. What do you mean by expensive teeth?
Elephants can be used for
Every teeth of an elephant is expensive, especially the tusk, which is outside. Weight is also important. The age is important. Your age tells you about the capability the elephant may have, or the life expectancy of any elephant can be judged by that. Anyway, so who can be the judge?
Who can be the judge?
Judge is
Visitor?
the one who is taking care of the elephant.
Take care of that.
Yes.
Attendant of the elephant.
Yes, attendant of the. Okay, so rest of them, you may, like shampoo. What are the characteristics of shampoo?
It could be sulfate-free.
Sulfate-free, very depth. She has, yes, and more.
And the user can be judge of it.
Yes, user can be judged.
Because if it's sulfate-free, then you can see the changes.
Very good, excellent. Yogurt, sweetness,
सोप भी होता है.
and who can be the judge? Then why do people ask the one who is selling the yogurt, okay, what is the taste of the yogurt? Why do people ask? So it's a very wrong question to the wrong person. The one who is making a yogurt can never tell you what is the taste of the yogurt. Why? Because he's selling that. Never ask the same question with the yogurt seller.
But sir, they somehow know now.
They know, but they will never tell you because you will not buy that yogurt which is sour, which does not have the sweet taste. You will never buy. No one likes the sour taste yogurt. No one likes. If you ask your mom, okay, do you want sour or sweet yogurt? What will she say? If you ask your mom, which kind of yogurt do you want me to bring? Sour or sweet? What will she answer?
Most of the time she would answer that she needs sweet one.
Sweet one.
But then
This is my point.
particularly they asked me to buy sour.
Really? And in the particular case? For the curry, I was about to say.
Also for the sour.
But there are very few people who makes curry usually. So they are not very interested. Okay, next.
चलिए आगे ना.
Next. So these are the characteristics we talked about. So taste of the yogurt, conditioning effects you missed out. Very important factor. How come that happens? Conditioning effects is very much important because when the conditioner is properly applied to your hair, they are very much smooth. So smoothness, if you want a real change in your hair, so you look for the conditioning effect. Conditioning effect is there. Length of what? Bicycle length is also important, yes. Organizational effectiveness, weight of a bicycle, yes. Weight of an elephant, very good. Weight of an elephant, length of a bicycle, organization effectiveness, that is an organization. So these are the objects and their characteristics. So the judge is also there, I guess. No, judge is not.
The length of a person.
No, judge is not there.
The weight of a bicycle.
Judge is not there. Okay, you may read it at your home. Next. So this is the exercise I want you to complete. Hurry up right now, so that you are sure about it.